Hello, and welcome to the Emory Law Library Circulation and Interlibrary Loan Introduction for summer research students. Before we get started, let's give you some helpful background information. Welcome to the Emory Library System. Our collections include books, journals, microforms, DVDs, CDs, equipment, as well as thousands of databases, electronic journals, and ebooks. Emory's Law Library is just one of 5 total libraries, with collections totaling nearly 9 million items. 4 of our libraries are located here on the main Atlanta campus. One is located 40 miles away at the Oxford campus. Items from the Oxford Library can be requested for delivery to any library on site in Atlanta. However, any libraries here in the Atlanta campus require that users visit that library to use their collections. So what about you? As a law faculty proxy, you can borrow Emory's materials in your professor's name. We have forms to enable you to do that, and you can pick those up at the service desk on the main floor, which is the second floor of the law library. In addition to authorizing you to copy and print for your faculty member at our copy center on the first floor of the law school, this form will ensure that the checkouts that you make in your faculty member's name go on your faculty member's library record, not yours. Now, why is this a big deal? Because the rules for you and for faculty are different. Due dates and fines are significantly different for law faculty, and it's also important that the person who has physical custody of the item is the one who's getting all of the email notices about late books, recalls, and that sort of thing. Also, faculty, as nice as they are, do have a habit of taking long vacations during the summer, and you wouldn't want to be getting recall notices on an item that's gone to Rome with somebody. As a law faculty proxy, you may not request items in your faculty member's name. While the law library does provide direct document delivery service to our faculty, if you're working for a faculty member, you cannot request us to deliver items for your work for them. And when you think about it, this makes sense. Your faculty needs your training, your eyes, and your brain to be looking over those items that are located at the other libraries. They don't need you to have things just delivered over here. They need you to review those materials as well. Now, as a faculty law proxy, how are you going to keep all of these materials straight? You might end up doing a lot of research for a faculty member, or maybe you're working for more than one. So how do you know what you've checked out? Well, the answer is simple. You just need to use Discovery, which is the library's catalog online. You can get to it from any computer or from your phone or tablet. You can look at your account by signing into the My Account link at the top, and once you log in, you'll be able to see all of the items that are checked out to you, as well as any fines that may have accrued, hold requests that you may have made, or any recall statuses that are coming due. As a law faculty proxy, you cannot be a proxy on your faculty member's interlibrary loan account. You may do a lot of research for your faculty member, and you may identify a number of items that they need, some held by the Emory libraries, some held by other libraries across the country or even across the world. However, faculty members need to be the ones to request their own materials, and they can do this from the main page of the Law Library's website where it says Faculty Request. As a law student, you may not have had much cause to use interlibrary loan. So what is it? Interlibrary loan, or ILL for short, is a service where one library borrows from another library items that it does not own. This is actually a fantastic program, and it allows for a great deal of research to happen even at institutions that have very limited budgets or collections. The software that's used for interlibrary loan is called Iliad, and it's linked from the front page of the library's website. There's also a page under Services, which you can find on the front page of our website, that tells you all about interlibrary loan and details all of the loan policies and rules that apply. You can find that here. You may be thinking to yourself, wow, libraries really trust each other with all with each other's materials? And yes, we do. It's really a great service, as I said before, but there are a couple of things to keep in mind. One is, when we borrow materials from another library, we don't have a lot to say about how long they circulate for or what the other policies are. Some libraries stipulate that items must remain in the library and can't go home with you, and we need to abide by those rules. It's also important to remember that other libraries are being nice to us by allowing us to borrow their materials. Sometimes it only takes one inconsiderate user to endanger our ability to borrow from another library. So make sure that you take good care of books that we borrowed for you from other libraries. Don't eat on them, don't spill coffee on them. Return them on time and in good condition to the library so that we can continue to offer this service to future researchers. So now you have materials that you can borrow from on campus as well as materials that you can borrow from other libraries. This is really getting confusing. How do you keep track of what's where? Well, using Iliad, which is the software for interlibrary loan, you can log in, much like you can with Discovery, to see what you currently have checked out, see when it's due back, even see if you owe fines. Once you log in, just look down at the bottom left where it says View/Edit, and you can see all of your checked out items. As a law faculty proxy, we have to beg you, please, please, please do not borrow materials on your own account and hand them over to a faculty member. All library privileges are always non-transferable because we really can't just move a checkout from your record to your professor's record, no matter how easy it might sound on paper. We need to have the item in hand, and if your professor has gone abroad, we simply can't help you. Every summer, we see at least one research assistant who gets burned by this. Don't be this summer's sad panda. Alright, so just a little review. As an RA, you may borrow items on your faculty member's record once you've filled out the proxy form. You can charge research-related copying and printing to your faculty member's account at the Copy Center on the first floor of the law school. You may not request items via ILL or campus document delivery in your professor's name. And you should never hand over items checked out in your own name, whether from Emory libraries or from Interlibrary loan, to a faculty member, no matter how nice they are, no matter how little time they promise they will keep the item. So now you know all the items that you have. You know where to look to see what the status of all your Emory checkouts is. You know where to look to see the status of all the items you may have checked out from other libraries is. What are you actually going to do with all of these books? Now, not all faculty will have you working with a lot of hard copy, but some do, or you may be working for more than one faculty member. Everybody knows that carrying a lot of heavy bags is bad for your back. And it's not that much fun either. And leaving items in your car just isn't a good idea. In fact, we've had at least one student who had their car broken into and lost hundreds of dollars worth of library items because they were stolen out of his broken into car. You do have options though, and options that don't have to look like this really terrifying office here. Did you know that you can use the library's carols? Now, as a law student, you might already be acquainted with the library's carols because you needed to study or take a nap. But did you know that you can leave checked out materials in our carols? Materials from any of the Emory libraries, not just law, can be left in our carols. Here are some tips for using our carols correctly and safely. If you're going to keep items in carols, you must do two things. Any items you place in carols must be checked out to you. If they are not, when our stack staff come around in the morning and they find unchecked out items, they will reshelve them. This will be a big waste of your time because you will have to go back and refind and repull and check out the items that you need for your research. So make sure to check them out to you first. They also must have an in-library use sticker on them. These are easy to spot, they're hot pink, and they go directly on the spine of the book. This is the fastest and easiest way for our stack staff to know that they should leave the items that you've put these stickers on right where they find them. It will also help by keeping other patrons from walking by and grabbing your items as well. So, that pretty much covers the things that you need to know as a research assistant about using Macmillan. If you have any questions, don't wait and wonder. You should come and talk to us right away. And there are a number of ways you can talk to us. You can come and see us. We're right on the main floor of the library. Right when you walk in at the service desk, we're always here whenever the building is open, and we'd love to tell you all kinds of useful things. You can also call us. Our number is on the website, but if you like to write things down, here's the number, 404-727-6824. Now, you will also get email notices from us about both interlibrary loan checkouts as well as Emory Library checkouts. If you have a question about a specific item mentioned in one of these notices, don't hesitate just to reply to it. We look at these notices daily, and we can usually get back to you within 1 business day. You can also use the website to take a look at our Access Services staff, many of whom are here to help you with these specific issues. Let me show you what we look like. These are the people that you'll be looking out for if you come in to see us over the summer. My name is Felicity Walsh. I put this presentation together for you today, and I'm the head of Access and Student Services. People working for me include Christy Tanner. She's our head of Access Services. She runs our service desk as well as running the ILS, which is our catalog system, so she knows all about the notices that get sent to you every day. Finally, Kelly Cobb is our interlibrary loan specialist. She knows how to get all kinds of things for you from other libraries all over the world. So, if you have any questions, we would love to talk to you. Otherwise, we hope that you have an enjoyable and educational summer working as a research assistant with our faculty. Thank you very much for your time.